Hi, I'm Erin, your local sex therapist, and today I'm here with part one of three in the Sex in the Holidays series. This first part is about managing the stress of the holidays with your partner and how this can affect your sex drive. Now, the holidays are great, right? But some stressors can come up with things like increased time with family and friends, increased expectations, and just being out of routine. But this is also a good time to practice navigating these things as a team in your relationship and working to support each other. And today I have 5 tips for you to help you recognize how this stuff affects your sex life, help manage the stress that can come up this time of year, and work to stay connected to each other. So first, recognize that you'll be out of routine, right? Especially if you're traveling or have others staying with you, that things are going to be different for a little bit. Being honest with yourself and accepting this can go a long way in helping you manage your expectations, right? And for most, this time can feel a little disorienting and lead to decreased sex drive, right? So recognizing that lower desire during this time is natural and common can help you alleviate some of those judgments that may come up, especially if you're not feeling in the mood lately. 2, set some boundaries, right? Every friend group and definitely every family has some dynamics that can be stressful, and stress is a killer for sex drive. The holidays are a period of time where there are typically more functions and more expectations put on you. So talk with your partner about what's realistic in terms of what you can attend and say no when you can't. And some guilt can come up with this, right? Especially if you don't want to let anybody down. But please recognize that you are one person juggling many things, and it's okay to set some boundaries around that, right? Because if the stress of these things are draining you, there's nothing left at the end of the day for your desire. 3 is focus on what's within your control. When you're at these functions and notice the conversations are taking a turn or someone's starting to push your buttons or whatever it is, shift to focus on what's within your control, right? You can't control what Aunt Sue is saying and her political views, right? But you can control how you respond and how you engage in that conversation. And sometimes that might mean walking away, and that's okay. If you know going into something that there might be some stressful dynamics, make a plan with your partner, right? The more you share in these together, the more support that you can get and give, and the more connected you can feel, which is important for your sex life. 4 is spend time with the people that you're excited to see, right? At any social functions, there are probably people that you're more excited to see than others. That's natural. You can spend time with whomever you like, but it can be helpful to focus on the positive relationships and the ones that fill you up rather than those that drag you down. Because if you spend all night in stressful conversations that drain you, you're probably not going to feel super sexy or have much desire because you're exhausted and maybe feel really negatively. So instead, focus on what fills you up so then you can focus on what fills you up with your partner. Right? 5 is remember that you can't change the system. You can't change the whole of your family's dynamics or how people celebrate the holidays or who's coming to these functions or the topics of conversation, whatever, right? And you don't have to do or say or be a part of anything that you don't want to. It is not your responsibility to change the system. It can be tempting, especially if you don't like the system, but that can be super draining, right? So try focusing on what you're looking forward to. Talk with your partner about the types of support that you'll both need during, right? And how you can connect afterwards. Because if you get frustrated taking on all of the crap of everybody else's that isn't yours, that's going to get in the way of your desire and ability to connect with your partner. So give that crap back. Focus on what's enjoyable and connect in a way that's meaningful to you. And at the end of the day, the holidays can be stressful, but they also can be a really good time to connect with people you don't see often. You get to celebrate, uphold traditions, and connect in different ways with your partner. So start with talking with your partner about some of these things here and how stress might show up for you during the holidays, how that can affect your sex drive, and how you want to stay connected. And if you'd like some more ideas, come back next time for part 2, where I'll share some more tips on how to stay connected to your partner during this season to help with that sex drive and desire.